We're here in Pakse, we're still in the south of Laos, and today we are about to embark on a motorcycle loop. We are doing the Bolaven loop, also called the Pakse Loop. We're doing the short one. There's two options. You can do a slightly longer one or a short one. We're doing the shorter one. It's 200 kilometers in total. You can do it in just one night, but we've decided to take our time with it a bit. We're not sure how long we'll stay. We'll maybe do like 3 nights. We might even do 4 nights if we find places that we like to stay along the way. There's lots of waterfalls on this trip, which we're looking forward to seeing. We haven't pre-booked any of our accommodation. The first place we've kind of emailed, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out, so we're literally just going to turn up. I've got a few names of places, so we're kind of winging it. We've rented our motorbike from Miss Noy in the centre of Pakse. We'll tell you more about that later, but for now we're going to get on the road. We've just hired one motorbike and we have quite a lot of bags, so this is going to be interesting.
There's a taxi driver. Good man, good man. I can quite fit in this tuk-tuk, as you'll see. I'm too tall. So when you're in Laos in general, apart from Vieng and Bolaven, where I think you can get a local app like Pakse app, you have to just negotiate with the drivers for a price. I think generally you don't pay more than like 40,000 kip, which is about $2. Try and charge you more, but you know, try and get 30 or 40,000. This is 40,000. So yeah, it's a wee bit more stressful, but that's the way it is.
We've signed all the paperwork. We're about to go load up the bike.
I thought there might be a wee bit more space under the seat, because on other bikes there has been, but there's really not. So I'm wearing a backpack. Ewan's gonna have to wear a backpack on his front, I think, and then we've got like a little basket at the front where we've put another bag. So we've been driving for about 20 minutes. I'm wearing this mask because the pollution at the moment in Pakse is actually really bad. You wouldn't know it just looking around, but when you go onto the website that basically shows you like air pollution in every place, Pakse is like 8 times over the healthy limit. So, and it also just helps if there's any dust or anything on the road, so it's quite handy. So yeah, Ewan is a sweaty sweaterson already. Oh my god.
Because I'm wearing the bag on the front.
So Ewan's wearing my bag because it's slightly lighter, and he's wearing that on his front, and I'm wearing his bag on my back. But actually it's not too bad because the bag is actually resting on the seat, so the seat's kind of taking the weight of the bag, and then we've got our clothes tied up in here. The only issue is if it rains, we don't have any waterproofs or any waterproof coverings, so we'll just have to hope it doesn't. The guy at the bike shop did say that because we're going quite high elevation wise, it can get really humid and cause it to rain quite heavily, so we'll just have to hope that over our time here that doesn't happen. Anyway, we've had a drink of water and we're going to keep going now. Our first stop today is going to be Mr. Vieng's coffee plantation, where he does tours and tells you all about the coffee. So that is our first proper stop today. Don't know how long exactly as we're driving, but I'll put it up on the screen from Pakse to Mr. Vieng's. That's nice, we got our first reception by some village kids coming out to say hello. We have arrived at Mr. Vieng's. I'm not sure if we're in time for a tour, but we're going to go in and have a drink anyway and find out what's happening.
you get a sore bum and you get sore legs. Little stops along the way are recommended, and some water because it's really dry. But yeah, the bike's alright. Definitely recommend a semi-automatic because there's some hills and you can change gear in it and it just helps. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it didn't.
It's much gooier, right?
Yeah. It's much softer. So good. Never had it straight off the tree.
Jackfruit.
Can you just throw the stone, I guess? It's really it's like mozzarella.
Thank you.
Got another fruit. Squidgy. And it's small. And it's mango apparently. Oh my god. That is amazing. It's a bit sour.
It's a mini mango.
Yeah, but it's quite sour, but it's really nice. We need to get out of here because we're getting bitten by ants.
It's like a mini mango, but as Romana says, it's quite sour. It's like sweet shop sour, but healthy at the same time. Oh yeah.
So good. It's a forest mango, apparently. Tastes like something else, I can't think what. Have I got an ant? Oh, it's really good. We're in the peanut field now.
Damage, so you plant new one again.
It's a really big area, this, and Mr. Vieng was telling us that his family have had it since 1980. It's quite a while. Oh yes, it's a bit like a kind of lychee, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, we've had one.
Oh yeah, this is what we had. This is the really sour one. We had this.
We did breakfast.
No, we had this in Cambodia when we went to Thakhek and got our fish. It's quite sour.
We've had it with the chili salt, I think. Je vais lui demander comment on monte là-haut. Avec de l'expérience.
He's picking coffee beans just for us.
C'est comme mon Kodak, les gens ils disent que ça revient que moi quand c'est les gens ils disent que ça revient.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Gonna make us eat them.
And then you eat. Ah. Oh, c'est un peu difficile. Je suis sûre que les hommes qui commencent sur ça. Alors? C'est que
I've never eaten an ant before. This is the first.
Yum, 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 yum. Is it nice? It's a fresh ant.
Yeah, it does have a lemony flavour.
No, I think they're dead.
I'm gonna give it a go.
This is payback for getting bit.
it's your revenge.
Yeah.
It smells
Smells what?
like vinegar.
I don't really taste the citrus.
Really? You just get it at the beginning and then it goes away.
Mines were non-citrus ants. Am I going to get high with this?
I hope not, because you're driving.
I'm driving.
When you continue to Thakhek Loop and you go back to Pakse. So coffee flowers is not just the bean. You can use coffee. They can use the leaf, the flowers, the skins.
So we just finished our tour with Mr. Vieng. We had a nice little coffee at the end, and yeah, really enjoyed it. It worked out for the tour at about £3.50 for us both, and the tour lasted about an hour, and we learned so much about the production of coffee, and we got taken all round his kind of farm, and we got to try all the fruits and stuff and the ants, and it was just a really good experience. And he was really great, you know, for someone that does this tour probably like twice a day. He delivered it like it was the first time he'd ever done it. Had a great personality and was lots of fun. So yeah, that is a definite recommendation if you're doing the loop. Come and visit Mr. Vieng and try his coffee and do the tour. Right, next stop is Thakhek Loop. That is going to be our first overnight. We haven't booked accommodation. We've got maybe accommodation, so we're going to go and see if it's free. So yeah, and then we're going to go and discover some waterfalls. We've arrived at our first stop for the night, and I'm really happy because they had availability. I wasn't sure if they were going to, because this place gets pretty busy in advance. And it's called Fandee Island, and we're surrounded by a lake, and we've got this really cool hut that looks right out onto the lake. It's the perfect view. We've got a mosquito net in there, so that's the main thing. We're really close to 2 waterfalls which we can actually walk to. So yeah, like, I think we're gonna have a nice time here. We've only booked one night. That's all we'll be able to stay. But yeah, looking forward to having a little wander and seeing what these waterfalls are all about. So there's 2 different options of places to stay here. Well, actually there's 3. They've got tents, they've got these, lake house, and then they've also got tree houses as well. The tree houses are a little bit more expensive. They are like £10 a night, and these ones, the lake house, come in at about £7.50 a night. Amazing. We chose this one just because we felt like you get a nicer view, and the tree house was pretty much the same layout as this. Maybe a bit bigger, but yeah, we like this one. So it's really cool. The lake houses and the tree houses are on a little island, and you have to walk over this bridge to get to them. It's a little bit shiggly. There's a few places that you can rent bikes in Pakse. We decided to go with Miss Noy because they had the most reviews, and I have to say I was pretty impressed with how it all works, because you go the night before at 6 o'clock, and the guy that runs it, a Belgian guy, gives you all the details really that you need to know for the loop. And there was some things that he told us that I wouldn't have probably found out myself online, so it was quite useful. The only thing is, and this is the same throughout Laos, if you want to get a moped or a scooter, you actually have to leave your passport as a deposit, which is a little bit feels a little bit uncomfortable, but that's why we went with that company, because they've got a good reputation, so hopefully all will be fine. Also, they can keep your backpacks and suitcases for you, so that's really good, because obviously you couldn't do this loop if you had like huge big backpacks.
I think if you were just renting a scooter and doing it yourself, there'd probably be a few things you miss. He gives you a kind of good comprehensive kind of view of kind of what to expect. Things like parking and paying for parking. Now it's like standard here that you pay for parking. It's really minimal. It's only like between 2,000 and like 5,000, so that's not much at all. It's like, you know, 20 pence, 30 pence, something like that. Because there have been bikes that have gone missing because people like said, I'm not paying for parking, so just pay for the parking. Much easier. Also guest houses, places to eat, where to stop, waterfalls. It gives you kind of a map with all the hints and tips along the way. So yeah, lasts for about an hour. It's really worthwhile though. You feel a bit more kind of knowledgeable after it.
Wants to swing in the big pool, and I said no because there's very strong water.
I'm gonna defy her. Look at that.
It's really nice. It gives you like a massage on your shoulders. You might be wondering why I've got my t-shirt on. So we were told that apparently here, if you swim in like a bikini or anything like that, you might as well go in naked, because to the people that live here, that's the equivalent. So I'm covering up. It's a bit annoying. Swimming in a t-shirt isn't the most comfortable, but I'll respect the locals.
We're doing it. We're going into the adult section. We're going into the deep end.
He's convinced me, but I don't know how I feel about this. Let's hope we make it back.
I'm having a rare time. Oh, I tell you what, that was the best thing ever. The water's just a bit colder than usual. Oh, just the feeling on your skin and just getting under that waterfall. I didn't take the GoPro out because I've not got a thing to hook it around my wrist, so by getting right under it was lovely. Just water battering against your skin and just coldness. I tell you what, that was incredible.
That was so good. A little bit scary when you're right underneath it. I wouldn't have gone all the way along. One of the guys that was here did that and he had a bit of a scary moment, so yeah, I just kind of stuck to the sides, but yeah, it was lovely. So we've come for our dinner. And I was quite looking forward to the food because this place had quite good reviews for like dinner and stuff. But it's been a little bit disappointing so far. Basically everything was in pitch blackness. We didn't really know where to go. No one actually told us that this was where you come for dinner. It was like just in the dark, so a woman's come now and put the lights on, but she doesn't seem that interested in serving us. Ewan wanted a cold drink and there's no ice.
There's no soft drinks.
There's no soft drinks. He obviously doesn't drink. And there's no ice. So not the best start really. Hopefully the food makes up for it. So I have ordered some fried vegetable and egg rice with Lao garlic sausage.
I'm on some vegetables and rice and egg. The best bit about this place is the cute little puppy kicking about and the cat that was quite grumpy to start with and then sort of softens, a bit like me really. It's all nice until he just turns psychotic and scratches my eyes out. You never know with cats, eh?
I know.
But I think he's beginning to...
Oh. Just as you said that, it's like, I've had enough of you.
Yeah, it's like...
I don't want you stroking me anymore.
Totally and utterly disloyal. What about me and you? What about... He just turned his back on me. Or she. I'm not sure.
I think we maybe got unlucky because when we arrived here, the owner told us that it was someone's birthday and they were like celebrating, so I don't know if they maybe just had like lots to drink this afternoon and then all went to bed. We definitely did feel a little bit forgotten about, and the atmosphere is like zero. So yeah, I think we maybe just got unlucky. I don't think it's like this all the time. But the location of the hut kind of makes up for it because it is pretty cool. So yeah, I still don't regret coming here, but dinner was just a little bit disappointing. We're back in our hut and it's time for bed. Yeah, hopefully we'll sleep well tonight. And thank you so much for watching. We'll be that beer's gone to my head. We'll be back next week where we continue our Pakse Loop. We've got lots more to visit on this trip, including a visit to Captain Hook. All will be revealed next week. Thanks for watching.